welcome back to Penny's 2 Cents. It's your girl Penny, and this is my awesome dad,
George.
Guys, I made roasted, marinated chicken with roasted vegetables today. This looks absolutely delicious. It smells absolutely delicious. I just put our chicken right there in the middle of our roasted vegetables. I'm going to show you how I marinated the chicken, or tell you how I marinated the chicken, and show you how I roasted the vegetables in this short video right now. Okay guys, today I am making marinated chicken and roasted vegetables, okay? I wanted to share this with you because I really enjoy this marinated chicken recipe that I took a bunch of different recipes and kind of combined and took out things that I didn't like. So I'm putting claim to this, okay? This is marinated chicken. Now, I got like 4 or 5 chicken thighs, about 2 pounds worth of chicken, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I put them in my freezer bag last night, and I'll tell you what I marinated them in, okay? 5 tablespoons of minced garlic. I used garlic, okay? And I didn't measure it like super close. I took a tablespoon that you eat with like a serving spoon, tablespoon, put 5 heaping tablespoons of minced garlic in with my chicken. A third of a cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a half a teaspoon of dried oregano. And, oh yeah, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I was like, where's the black pepper? I put black pepper in there. I marinated this overnight. I put it in this bag, had it marinating, and that's what we're having today. I'm going to show you how I'm going to roast this, okay? You need the oven preheated to 500 degrees. Bear with me here, 500 degrees. Now, if you do a 500 degree oven, you need to use a ceramic casserole dish or like a cast iron dish, cast iron pan or Dutch oven or something. But it doesn't need to be covered. So it has to be able to handle. Like some glassware does not go well at higher degrees, like 500 degrees. So that's why I'm telling you at least a good ceramic or a cast iron Dutch oven type thing. Okay, my marinade and chicken and everything is going in this casserole dish. Now that is raw chicken. I'm trying not to touch it, right? Just take it out. I just got a knife here. It was easy to grab, so I just grabbed a knife. All I'm doing is kind of laying the chicken flat here. That's all I am doing. Nothing special. Okay, just laying it flat. And you need 1 cup of water. This will keep it moist. 1 cup of water. That's it. I'm sticking this in the oven for 30 minutes, okay? At the 30-minute mark, I'm going to pull it out, set it on top of the stove, take my meat thermometer, go down into one of these thicker pieces, couple of pieces of these chicken. And as long as I'm at 165 degrees Fahrenheit, then I'm leaving it out of the oven. If it's not up to 165, then I'm going to put it back in the oven until it gets to 165. But every time I've ever made this, 500 degrees for a full 30 minutes, and it's made it to over 165, okay? So I'm putting this in, and then I'll be back to show you the roasted vegetables. Very simple roasted vegetables. Okay guys, now's the time. I am gonna prep my vegetables here while my chicken is in the oven. Roasted vegetables. Now Dad always says that he does not like sweet potatoes, okay? So he hasn't ate many sweet potatoes. That is going in these roasted vegetables. We will see if he'll change his mind when it's mixed with other vegetables, okay? So I just got a sheet pan here. I'm roasting them on a sheet pan. Roasted vegetables on a sheet pan, okay? I got non-stick aluminum foil I got on mine. You could put parchment paper. You could do it straight on the sheet pan, okay? I just like using the non-stick. It's easier to clean. So So these is a bag of sweet potatoes, 10 ounces. Super cheap. Super cheap for a 10-ounce bag of sweet potatoes straight out of the freezer. These are frozen, okay? Throwing them on my cookie sheet. I got some pearl onions here. Now this is a 12-ounce bag. We love our onions, so you can leave your onions out. You can use fresh onions. This is whatever vegetables you like. If you only like broccoli and cauliflower, just use broccoli and cauliflower. Just use whatever vegetables you like. These are pearl onions. I think it's about, I'm going to do about a half a bag. I'm going to save this other bag for something else. Okay? Could have threw the whole bag on there, but that's what I'm doing. Now I got this Normandy blend. All it is carrots, zucchini, yellow squash. Now Dad also says he doesn't like zucchini and yellow squash. Okay? Broccoli and cauliflower. This is a humongous bag. 60 ounces. Okay? I'm definitely not using 60 ounces. This is just me and Dad. Paper. But here's the thing. I kind of want to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So I got a couple broccolis. Instead of dumping it, I'm kind of using my hand so I can see what I'm getting here. It smells really good. Let's see what I got. Oh, my nose wants to itch. So I got some zucchinis here. The zucchinis are frozen. I kind of want to separate them here a little bit, if I can. Where did my knife go? Oh, I think I took it. Yeah. I'm making a face, guys. So I got a few zucchinis on there, a few broccolis, some carrots. Few more. That's what I'm going with. So I maybe used a third of that bag. Okay? About 20 ounces or so, I don't know. It's kind of what I'm going with here. Okay? Now, normally I would put olive oil on this. I use all my olive oil up. But I do have an olive oil or extra virgin olive oil spray. I'm going to spray them down a little bit here. Just a little, okay? I got some melted butter. Now I got a half a stick of butter here. I don't know if I'm going to use the whole half a stick. Let me just do a drizzle here. I want them to be coated, because that's what's going to hold our... Yeah, I'm going with the half a stick. I probably wouldn't even have used the butter if I had olive oil. But I didn't have olive oil, and all I had was that spray, and I felt like it needed another little oil, okay? Now, seasoning-wise, I'm keeping it very simple. I'm going Lowry seasoning salt, but I'm not going to go too heavy because I'm putting Parmesan cheese on this, okay? So I just want to do a light seasoning. I don't want it to be too salty. Garlic powder, of course. You can use fresh garlic here. I'm just afraid of fresh garlic burning. Just a light dusting there. And I got my onion powder. That's it, guys. Okay. And a little Parmesan cheese. I'm going to get in here with my hands and I'm going to mix this up. How much Parmesan cheese? I don't know. I'm not going to go too crazy. I just want the Parmesan to bring that little salty nuttiness that it tastes like when it roasts. That's what I'm going for. Now I'm going in here with my hands, okay? Hands are clean. I'm just going to do a mix here. kind of break up some of my cauliflower's in such big things. I'm just breaking it up since I've got my hands going on here. Hands are the best tools, guys. That's what my mom always told me. Hands are the best tools. Man, that one's pretty solid. I'll have to cut them up more after I roast them for Dad to eat them, because a big chunk like this isn't feasible for him to eat. That butter kind of solidified here, so I'm trying to move. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roast them for 30 minutes on like 420. I'm going to go 425 for like 30 minutes. About 15 minutes into it, I'm going to flip all this stuff. Get this cheese worked up and butter worked up and all the seasonings worked up on here. You know, I might even taste like one piece. See if it needs like a little something, a little more garlic powder, a little more onion powder. Or if I feel like it's not salty, I'll put a little more Lowry seasoning salt or regular salt on there. That's just that's how I cook, guys. I go by taste and feel. So anyway, we will be back after this is all cooked. I'm waiting for the chicken to get done. As soon as the chicken gets done, I'm just going to stick it on the back of the stove and let it just, you know, rest while these vegetables are cooking. And then we should be ready to eat. Like I said, we'll be back. We'll taste test it. We'll let you know if it's any good or not. And let us know. Will you try this meal? And does it look good? Does it sound good? All those things. Let us know in the comments below. Okay? Marinated chicken with roasted vegetables. Very simple today. We're not doing any breads or mashed potatoes. Watching the carbs. Okay? But we're not counting the carbs, but we're watching them. Okay? So, anyway, we will be back to try this out. Okay, guys, that's how I did it, how I made this chicken. The roasted vegetables, I did go on 425 degrees for a whole 30 minutes. Now, if it was just me eating it, I probably would have only went 15 or 20 minutes. But I wanted the vegetables to be a little bit softer for Dad to chew. Okay, so I did go the whole 30 minutes on that. Let's taste this out, Dad. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? It smells delicious. It smells delicious. I'm going to help Dad out so it's just easier. I'm going to give him a few bites here. It's mixed vegetables, Dad, and my marinated chicken. And I told Dad to let me know if he needs any more salt or pepper. I just wanted to watch how much sodium I was putting in this. Let me get one little bite here.
Tastes pretty good.
Are the vegetables tender enough for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure I got them tender enough because if they're not tender enough for Dad, he struggled. But I would like the vegetables a little less.
Good.
Mm-hmm. So listen, Dad. It's tasting good to you?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you. There's sweet potatoes in there you've already ate. There's zucchini and squash in there that you've already ate. There's broccoli and cauliflower. What do you think about that?
That's pretty good.
There's onions with the chicken.
You know, forget I knew there's onion.
Yeah, the little pearl onions. I like those little pearl onions. But the squash or the sweet potato, that's what it was, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes in there, I like that little, it's got a little sweetness, kind of like a carrot, you know? It's got that little sweetness. Then with the chicken, with the garlic and that little soy marinade.
Yeah, it's sweet.
No bread in this, guys. No carbs, right? Well, the sweet potato has some carbs, right? The sweet potato has some carbs, but no extra. And like I said, I did not go. You saw what I put as far as like salt content. I didn't go too crazy on it. I think it's about right for salt content, don't you?
I really believe it. No extra salt.
Mm-mm. It's got just enough salt. At the 15-minute mark, guys, I did taste my vegetables to see how done they were and see how salty they were. I felt like they just needed a tap more salt, okay? So I did, at that point, I did sprinkle a little more of that Lowry seasoning salt. Just a little skipped on the top, just a little bit. But I didn't go too crazy. Kind of like a power bowl, but we don't have any rice or any other grains. It's just chicken and vegetables.
It's okay with me.
What was that?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
it's okay with me.
Okay, get that stuff chewed up, honey. It's okay with you not having any like rice or.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not missing it, you know. I really love the sweet potatoes, guys. I really do. Those little pearl onions are so great. They're like the perfect size. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're like the perfect size to add to something like this. But if you make this, I know there's always going to be that one person, I don't like onions. Well, don't put onions in it. Or I don't like sweet potatoes. Maybe you should try. Okay, because that's what Dad says. He doesn't like sweet potatoes. Same way with the zucchini and the squash, okay? He always says, I don't like zucchini and I don't like squash. But I think as a mixture with the chicken and the other vegetables, I think it goes very well. Now, separately, he probably doesn't like this mashed sweet potato, okay? Or separately, I know he doesn't like zucchini or squash. But as a mixture with other flavors,
Everything goes good.
okay. Chew that up and then we'll talk, okay? I don't want you to get choked. The chicken is very tender, okay? I just took that, I roasted that chicken, what I say, on 500 degrees for 30 minutes. I pulled it out, I tested it with 165, it's over us. It's like 175. 180. I think it got up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. So I just pulled that chicken out, let it sit on the back of my stove, let it cool down in that marinade, that juice, okay? I left it sit in that. And then I roasted our vegetables. What would you say, Dad? It was very good. You like this?
Oh, yeah.
Can I make this again sometime?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's a job. Yeah.
Oh, this wasn't too bad. This really wasn't too bad. I just marinated my chicken overnight. Okay. Super easy. Just threw my chicken in there with all the seasonings that I told you guys that I put in there and sauce or whatever. I did that last night. And I just opened up some bag of frozen vegetables and put some seasoning on it. That's all I did. Wasn't nothing extra.
What do you go in What are those in that?
The mix.
Sweet potatoes?
It's sweet potatoes, zucchini squash, zucchini, those little pearl onions, carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower. All of that. Half of those vegetables you say you don't like.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it now, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
He's enjoying it now. Mm. Guys, I urge you.
Marinating
The chicken.
chicken makes everything goes good.
Yeah. The marination of the chicken, I agree with that. The marination of the chicken has a little soy sauce, so it has a little flavor. It's got a little garlicky, a little salty, but not super salty, okay? But it's got that savory, really good savory flavor. Then you mix it with some of these like sweet potatoes have that little sweetness to it. Broccoli and cauliflower and zucchini, it's got a little bit of a sweetness. Carrots got a little bit of a sweetness. It just goes really good together.
Marination.
Yeah, that chicken I've made this chicken numerous times, guys. I did a video where I did a Peruvian chicken. My first attempt of like Peruvian chicken. This is very close to that recipe, I think. So if you haven't seen that one, please go back and check that one out. It was back quite a while ago that I made that. I also made a roasted this chicken. I made this marinated chicken for one of our other dinners, and I think I talked you through like how I marinated it. But Dad loves his carbs. Okay, so I mean, sweet potatoes are carb. Okay, he doesn't have a lot of sweet potatoes there, but he loves his carbs like mashed potatoes and French fries and stuff like that. I don't think he's missing them on this. I think it all goes good together. Got to go back there. There you go. Oh, I made it worse. I'm sorry. I was trying to grab it. Should have just let him go. But I did cut the vegetables down for him so they weren't, such big chunks. I cut the meat down so it was just easier to manage.
I'll tell you what, I would not know some of that stuff in there.
Yeah, the sweet potatoes and stuff you wouldn't even know, would you?
The squash.
The squash, yeah. Zucchini. You always say you don't like those, and they're in here. They're in there. You're getting them in about every bite. That is so good to hear, because, he says those things, and I'm like, well, I would really like to have sweet potatoes. You know what I mean? And I don't want to cook multiple meals, okay? I don't want to. What I mean by multiple meals is I don't want to cook a meal for Dad and turn around and cook a meal for me. I want us to enjoy whatever I make together, okay? But there's times where we just can't settle on the same thing. There's times where he wants soup and I want tacos. Okay, there's just times like that. Oh, I did shake a little bit of that Parmesan cheese on the vegetables too. I think that gives it a good little A little extra. I didn't put a lot, just a little. I think I said it before, but I'm not really sure. Guys, let me know if you end up making this exactly the same way I did, or if you, whatever adjustments you did to it or whatever. But let me know if you enjoyed it, okay? Let me know. Let me know if you tried it on your kids and your kids say that they don't like sweet potatoes or the zucchini or something. Let me know.
And even if they like stuff separate, they'll like this together.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely going to make this again very soon. Okay? Very soon. I feel like it's pretty darn healthy for us. Oh. Pepsi, there was 7-Up made you burn.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. And I put the right amount of oil on the vegetables. The vegetables aren't super oily or nothing. You saw how much I put on my cookie sheet, guys. I did that little spray of extra virgin olive, the extra virgin olive oil spray. I might keep using that, okay? Because I didn't over oil it that way. And I used a half a stick of butter. I did use a half a stick of butter. I could cut the butter down maybe just a little bit, okay? A couple tablespoons maybe, but you know, the butter helps all the stuff stick to the vegetables.
I'll tell you what, it's very good. You don't tone the chicken down, and it makes everything blend together.
Mm-hmm. Super tasty. Super tasty.
I taste the sweet potato.
You taste a little sweet potato?
And the broccoli
Mm-hmm.
and squash. I
That's
know that.
The squash has a little sweet taste too.
Uh,
You know, you wouldn't know it was in there. If I didn't tell you that was in there, you wouldn't know. What score out of 10 would you give this meal, Dan?
yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, guys, I always hate to give myself a 10. And it's not because I'm conceited. It's not that. I'm just saying for me and Dad's enjoyment together, liking this equally as well. You know what I mean? It's a 10. It's not over salty. It's got the perfect seasoning to it. The chicken's nice and tender. The vegetables are nice and tender for Dad. I would like the vegetables to have a little more chew to them. Like I said, I would have cooked them instead of 30 minutes. I would have cooked them 15, 20 minutes. Okay. So if you make the vegetables and you like your vegetables to have a little resistance when you chew them, then check them around the 15-minute mark. But I know a lot of us have dentures and partials and stuff, and you can't chew into like super hard veggies. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Cook them just a little bit longer. I'd rather have them roasted longer like this than like steamed vegetables. When you steam them a super long time, to me they get like sort of like waterlogged, and I don't like them that way. So I'd rather have them, if the vegetables got to be soft, I'd rather have them roasted like this. I don't want them to be waterlogged and mushy. I'm just a texture person, guys. I can't stand certain textures. Now, Dad, you'll have to tell me when you're full, okay? Because I don't know. I just kind of guessed how much you'd be able to eat out of that bowl. And some of the pieces of vegetables have that little bit of a crunch from the Parmesan cheese. Mm.
Give me another bite.
There's chicken hanging down. Oh, there's broccoli hanging off.
Give me another napkin, please.
I'm really pleased that Dad's enjoying the sweet potatoes and the zucchinis. I'm really pleased because, like I said, if I say I was making,
They have a lot of sweet peas in there.
it's not bugging you. It's not bugging you, yeah.
No.
A little bit of cauliflower fell. So I'm very pleased that those vegetables he's enjoying. Like I said, if I just roasted a sweet potato, he's not gonna sit down and eat a sweet potato with me with like cinnamon and butter on it. He's not gonna eat it like that, okay? Or if I had like zucchini like this, or even like breaded and fried zucchini, he's not gonna eat that with me. He just doesn't enjoy it. But putting it in this,
One more bite.
one more bite. Okay, I'm gonna get you an onion and some broccoli and some chicken, maybe. Okay, here we go. One more bite and that topped it off, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. It's very good. Oh, you're just pushing the pad. But yeah. This is definitely a good one. And those vegetables aren't very expensive, guys. Like that bag of sweet potatoes, you can get them fresh or frozen. I just get things like that frozen and put them in my freezer, okay? But those little bag of sweet potatoes is very cheap. You could use squash instead of sweet potatoes, like, you know, like a butternut squash. That mixed vegetable bag, I only use like a third of that mixed vegetable bag. So we got plenty to put in our casseroles or just, you know, whatever. So, I mean, the vegetables are fairly cheap like that. You can use fresh. You don't have to use frozen ones. I just find it easier to buy frozen ones and stick them in my freezer than to try to keep like fresh ones from going bad before I use them. Okay, because sometimes our schedule gets messed up and we can't use it, and I don't want to throw it away. Stuff's too expensive now, and I don't want to throw money away in the garbage. So I just use frozen ones, but you can use fresh ones. Use fresh ones. It's just I don't want to buy a bag of carrots and them go bad before I can use them all. You know?
The best of it is the frozen ones.
Yep.
Oh,
I got the
it's
hiccups
good.
now. They're really good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to make this more. I have made similar versions of this. But I always kind of stayed away from the vegetables that Dad didn't like. You know, I've done the broccoli and the cauliflower, or the broccoli, or just broccoli with the chicken. But I kind of always stayed away from the sweet potatoes and the zucchini because I just
They're
knew he
very
didn't
good.
like them, you know, and the squash. But now that I know that I can mix it in with something like this, that he'll eat it, there we go. I'm going to start adding them in a little more because I like those. I like all the vegetables. I really do.
And I'll tell you what, it's a very good meal.
You recommend them trying it?
I would recommend it to young ones and the old ones.
Yeah, I recommend everybody to try this. Even if, you know, if you're trying to watch those carbs, or if you're, you know you don't get enough vegetables in, try roasting them. Try putting your little spin on it. The seasonings that you like, little Parmesan cheese. You saw how I did it. Just get a little creative with it. I think you're gonna find out that some vegetables you think some vegetables you think you don't like, but you put it in something like this, you end up liking. So
It
just try it
brightened
out.
my day.
Yep, brightened up your day.
Yeah,
You feel better now, Jay?
yeah,
Yeah, he was a little,
still good.
before he ate, he was a little kind of dopey, and now that he ate, he's a little more happy.
Yeah,
He was a little dopey before he ate. I don't know. But anyway, you think we should let these guys go today?
I think so.
Okay, guys. We hope you all have a great lunch, a great dinner, or a great late night snack. But most of all, guys, we hope you have a great day.
A great day and a better tomorrow. And God bless you all.
Yes, guys. God bless. Come back tomorrow. See what we're eating. See what we're reviewing. See if we like it or not. Until tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.